let's continue. So I decided that highlighting putting the highlight color using lab text. Let's continue with formatting with the cell borders. If you first highlight, you can use shift, press shift, then use arrow keys down here. Then you right click again, you go to format cells, you go to border, then you choose inside borders. So you do like this, press on this upper one or top one, then bottom one, then which is this one which closes out along with this box, and after press on this left one and end with this light one. So after that you have done with the cell borders. And continue, you can use other formatting. You can add on the header, the footer. As you can see my work here, I added the header as my names. Then let's do it here. Then you go to insert, then you go to header, then you put the names here, and you can decide to use the surname or the last name. Then you can continue. If you want to make this work a normal, what you do, you go to view, then you press normal, because sometimes when you leave it like that, didn't print out, it may not work out. Then another thing is about changing the page setup or the page size. Remember, most of times when you do edit and format your work in portrait way, during printing, some of the columns, maybe the column stops like up to here, column H. You may find yourself, or you may find out that these columns may not fit on that portrait page setup. What do? You go to page setup or page layout, go to orientation, then you go to landscape, so that all your columns on your sheet can fit there. Then you have heard about, from the scenario here, the top 10. There were 10 participants, but we need to compute the top 3 participants, those who participated many times than others. So as you can see my work here, the way I did it, I computed on the first 3. Remember, there were days attended and then allowance, which the allowance was uniform, but days attended were quite different. So we need to compute the first 3 best participants, or the top 3 participants. So to compute this, we will first sort out. You highlight. I first highlight here this column. I sort from what call ascending, from the biggest to the smallest. So I go to home button, I go to sort. I sort from largest to smallest. So I click here sort. So after doing that, I'll be able to copy this first 3 out of the top 3 participants, those who attended 5 days, and paste it to another sheet. So I first highlight the top 3 like this. After that, I right click, I press on copy by left clicking, then I press here to add a sheet. I can first name this sheet before pasting in the other work. I right click on this sheet, I go to name, I write top 3. Then I come back here, I Ctrl V, paste. Then here I can just edit a bit to make my work neat and good looking. As you can see me here, as you can see me doing it, you can see me doing it. So after that, so that's done. Then we need to compute using the graphs or statistical methods of using graphs, charts. As you can see it here, I used a bar graph. Let me do it here. I first highlight. Then use participants column. Then I use the allowance. So to jump all these columns, what we do, we first highlight the first column, then press Ctrl, then you come here to allowance, then you highlight like this. So minus pressing Ctrl, you are unable to jump these 2 columns and highlight the last column. So first highlight the first column like this. By pressing left button, you hold and scroll down up to you end with these participants. Then you press Ctrl. After pressing Ctrl, here we shall add using either shift with arrow keys or still press left button while still holding the Ctrl key. If you raise up Ctrl key during this last highlight, that means you won't be able to highlight this last column. After that, go to insert, go to bar graph, you choose either 3D or 2D, depends on what you need. So after that you can move this bar graph to next sheet. Moving is like cutting. You right click, not inside here, you right click this frame or outside or the boundary. Okay? Yeah, the boundary, right click, then you go to cut. After cutting, you go to inserting new worksheet, then you name it as a bar graph. Then you come back here, press Ctrl V, paste it like that. So after that means you need to rename. You see this graph. I use it to allowance. That means bar graph showing total allowances.